Right. So we're live now, Wayne. And let me tell my audience that we have an interesting guest in your form. And I think let me just introduce you to the audience. Audience, I think we have Wayne, who's heading Binance Fan Tokens. And he's one of the probably the most interesting phase right now because the last year has been the year of fan tokens. I personally am a soccer fan and a cricket fan. And we have huge expectations of how our Premier Leagues, can leverage the fan tokens. So, Wayne, welcome to WazirX live streams. And I think talk about how this is happening. Like the whole world is mesmerized with the fan tokens.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, and how have you been keeping up?
Thank you so much, Ajit. And guys, thank you so much for the invitation here. I'm so proud of you to be here. I think they're also very excited to present to you, this Binance Fan Token project. This is, I would say, this is kind of like the very first few public appearance of ourselves, the team. So it's also a very good opportunity for us to tell you about, the fantastic journey and story about our project and the entire industries. Yeah, just like you mentioned, Ajit, I think in the last 1 year, we can call it the year of fan token, right?
Yeah.
During the middle of the year, when PSG announced, Messi's come back, and Messi adapted, accepted the crypto fan token, PSG fan token for part of his salaries. Everyone is shouting, "What is PSG fan token?" So I think that is a time when the whole world is getting a more straightforward feeling about fan token business. And that is also, we can say it's also the very beginning of our project, internal Binance. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's a really good journey. So I
Yeah.
really want to hear more,
But
Ajit.
just out of curiosity, since we have a
Yeah.
long way of this conversation, what is your favorite football club?
Okay, let me ask you this. In order to not to create any conflict with you, what is yours? I want to know your first.
Well, I am a Man U fan, but the thing is that probably, yeah,
Okay, hold a second. Just give me a
yeah,
second.
yeah,
I'm now currently located in UK,
yeah.
and last Friday,
Wow.
yeah, I just went
Wow.
to Old Trafford to watch the FA Cup, although the result is
Wow.
not good.
Yeah. I know
Yeah,
that.
I'm Manchester United fan for 2 decades.
Yeah. That's nice. That's nice to know that. That's nice to know that. Right. So jumping to
Yeah.
the right questions now, I think talk us about what is the Binance Fan Token platform all about when
Mhm.
the audience wants to know that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, guys, I think you already know Binance very well, right? As the number one sorry, I need to be more humble about it, but I think one of the biggest exchanges in the world. We have an entire ecosystem, covering different aspects. Of course, we are always trying to persuading the trend. Last year, it is the year of NFT, but also at the same time, fan token. So we started the fan token project uh, starting from May 2021, and we launched our product platform in October 2021. So if we give a very quick definition of Binance Fan Token, so our vision is trying, because I'm a sports fan, I know the vision and the value of it. I think with this utility tokens, we can strengthen the relationship between fans and clubs, and we can help the teams to enter into the crypto world and help the mass audience, not only the crypto users, but also those who not using crypto world, cryptocurrency on a daily basis, but are very loyal fans to the teams, to know cryptocurrency and to know how charming the blockchain technology it is, right? So this is our vision. We want to integrate the two world, the traditional sports world with the fan token, with the crypto world. This is our vision, and I think it's our also mission. And we think sports industry fan token is a good starting point. But regarding tokens, I was saying this way. So I think everybody here, um, you're all crypto users maybe already. So fan token, from the tokenomic perspective, we're BEP20 tokens, and it is based on BSC chain. I think it's one of the best chains in the world, right? And we believe that by issuing these tokens for the teams, and they can have a better relationship with the fans in terms of governance, in terms of utilities. You can do a lot of gaming, you can do a lot of voting, so you can also buy NFT with the fan tokens. So a lot of use cases are ahead. So this is I would say, the origin, and I hope it answers your question, Archie.
Well, certainly. I would.
Yeah.
But supplementing this question, I think I would like to ask you that how did the Binance fan token redefine the whole fan experience last year,
Mhm.
which is the 2021? And can you share some of its achievements?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think I can say it in several ways. I think
Yeah.
everybody here already know, and I'm also checking the live stream right now. We issued a three fan tokens for three football team, which is Lazio in Serie A, Porto in Portuguese league, and Santos from the Brazil league. I mean, although they are not very top tier IPs, but they have very strong intention and very goodwill to cooperate with us in terms of building up the ecosystem together. So to echo your question, so what do we have achieved? First of all, definitely we have three IPs onboarded. This is the first things that we have, and we have tons of IPs. Gentlemen, ladies, please keep an eye on it. In the next, let's say 1 to 3 months, we'll have a lot of information to share. I think yesterday you already shared. You already know that the Binance Derby campaign is already on. But from the ecosystem perspective, these three IPs has already assisted us a lot. I will give you a very quick example of it. For example, one of the team, Lazio, and everyone knows that we have the Binance card business, right? So we have already issued more than 1 million debit card in Eurowide for the crypto users. And this year's we are working very closely trying to uh, put Lazio token as one of the payment tokens in the crypto world, in the credit card and debit card ecosystem. So that will greatly increase the use cases of fan token as a payment options. Think about it. When Lazio fans they go to the match days, they can purchase a Coke with the credit card, just swipe it and pay with Lazio token with 90% with 10% off, as a promotion, something like that. So this is the real use cases that we are building on, and we think it's the core value, and we think it's the missions that we want to achieve for this fan token project. And also to have a very quick update on the ecosystem, we already have our Twitters being set up. We also have our community being set up already. We have more than 18,000 followers on our Binance and token Twitter. So guys, please feel free to follow us on it. All the informations are there. And in terms of combined market cap, we have more than 446 million USD dollars for these three tokens. And we are performing quite well recently. If you check out the secondary market performance, when the BTC is going back, we are actually increasing even higher than BTC. So I think this is something
Right.
that we want to see. Yeah.
Right. Meanwhile, we
Yeah.
have this communication and conversation. I think I must inform the audience to kind of, we are also doing a giveaway $4 worth of Binance gift cards. And these are to 120 lucky fans. And to get a chance to win, I think all of you need to do is to fill out the form. I have pinned the form in the comments. So I think do fill in and maybe you can stand lucky.
Yeah.
And now I move on to kind of the next part of the question, I think. So
Sure.
when talk about the exclusive partnership with the clubs, which is the
Yes.
Lazio, the Porto, and the
Mhm.
Santos FC, we know how popular these clubs are in South America
Yeah.
and in other region parts of this thing, right? And
Yeah.
also about the Lazio, Porto, and Santos fan tokens. Talk about this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, let's just move on with our current your previous topic, right? So I think these three projects is not only regarding the fan token in terms of secondary market performance. Definitely we are focusing on a lot regarding how the value will increase in the secondary market as investors, but also at the same time we're always thinking from a high level what fan token can bring to this world, how it can evolutionize the world with the cryptocurrency, right? So
True.
so all the three IPs right now to I mean differs from IP, but to some extent, they are all cooperating very well with us in terms of integrating the technology into the real world use cases. The payment is one of the things that I've mentioning, and another several things I just want to give guys a very quick highlight on it. For example, I think everyone here knows about NFT, and once we launch these three IPs, they always are pleased to issue their own NFTs. And what we are empowering with fan token is people who buy in the NFT with their fan tokens, they can further, for example, they can further stake their NFTs in one of our very interesting feature called NFT staking to earn their reward. But for every NFT, we have different set. So people need to collect different set, which will make things much easier, much interesting for them to collect. Once the set has been made, they will get even higher reward in terms of fan token. So this is another very interesting stories that we're giving to our fan base as well. And another perspective that all the three IPs are exploring with us is gaming. So, for example, the metaverse concept is very popular recently. So, what we're doing is internal Binance, among all the BUs, for example, NFT BUs, fan token BUs, and also at the same time payment BUs and marketing BUs, we're trying to build up, the Binance ecosystem. For example, the metaverse for Binance, and in that metaverse, all the IPs fan token have will be there, and fan token will be more like a value intermedium as it, and the NFTs, all the IPs related NFT will be there for sale. So we will create a world very similar to, I don't know whether you guys have watched that movie last year, The Guy. That Web3 movie from Hollywood, The Guy. There's a lot of
I've only
very.
heard about it because the only movie which I was the Ready Player One, and
Oh, the Ready Player One is also the
yeah,
one.
yeah,
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 that's right. We want to create this one of
yeah.
things. This fan token will be part of it.
Well, it's nice to hear that. These are some
Yeah.
interesting developments from Binance point of view. So coming on to my
Mm.
next question, I think, how does Binance Fan Token work, and what's in it for the fans?
Mhm. Well, I think there are several perspectives that we can, go very in depth. But I think considering, the sessions we have right now, I'll just give a very, a briefing regarding it. I think it can be divided into several parts, right? So the first part is definitely the engagement part. So regarding the engagement part, what we're saying is, fan token holders, they have the right to participate in fan engagement related voting sessions, for example, right, on Binance Fan Token
Yeah,
Platform.
true.
Right. And also another part is like, loyalty subscriptions. This is something that I have just mentioned is NFT staking. So people, they can purchase the fan token. They can purchase the NFT with fan token first, then stake their NFT to get more reward. So this is something that very interesting gaming features that we have already developed. And the third part, I think it is very important. It's very critical for us, is the e-commerce part. So fan token, or we say cryptocurrency, at the end of the day, is fans currency, right? So we want to focus a little bit more on the attributes of currencies, how it can work or function as a currency. So in the daily life, when people can use their fan token to pay their dairies, to pay their tickets, to pay even the NFT ticketing, this is something that we're working on right now. It will give real use cases. Well, this is one of the real use cases fan tokens can carry, right? So I think we are focusing a lot on it, and we have just launched the very initial version. I would say the alpha version of Binance Fan Token on Binance Fan Token Platform. So guys, please take a look at the Lazio site. So that's the first session, but we are going to have more updates of fan tokens in the future. And some other things like gamification, I just mentioned the metaverse concept. We are also in development. Is also something that we're doing. Oh, one last thing is, I would say donation. So from Binance perspective, because we're big enough, and now we're thinking about more from the social responsibility perspective. So with fan tokens, we know a lot of fans, they're very loyal to their teams, right? So for some fans in South America, or for some fans in Europe, they even like to donate part of their monthly salary to their beloved team, 1%
Oh,
or
wow.
2%. They have like a subscription fee, like an annual fee of $100, something like that. So we want to provide this channel as well. So people, they can donate their fan tokens to support their team or to support a project. For example, let's just make an example. If Manchester United, he want to have a charity program in in Africa, and we can donate, and every fans of the Manchester United can donate. And after their donation, they can get an NFT certificate, as a sense of honor or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So this is also a very good use case as well. But I think overall speaking, that's kind of the features where it's in the development. Also, there's something other which we cannot say right now
Certainly.
because we just want to keep it, for the future. Yeah.
Right. So I think since we've been communicating for a while, our fans and crypto enthusiasts have a question for us. So I'm just taking one, if you allow me to do so.
For sure.
So here is the first question here. Madhusudan Kanan. He asks us, probably
Mm,
you, that currently only football team tokens only available. So what is your opinion about other sport fan tokens, especially in India? Because in a country like India, I think cricket is quite popular, and we have an Indian Premier League where these teams features like Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians. You know.
I see.
So are you looking towards other sports?
Of course. I think that's a very good question, Mr. Kanan. Um, from the fan token side, we're focusing on those categories with fans, right? So it's not limited to football. You'll see in the very near future the diversity of fan token category. We will gradually announce more and more IPs, not only limited to football, but also in other industries, for other categories, for example, basketball, racings, of course, cricket is another very popular sports in the globally. I would say that IPL is one of the most popular cricket leagues in the world as well. So this is also the categories we're working on right now. Once we have new release, please keep very close attention to it. Yeah, definitely it will be there. Cricket. I mean, I want to be very honest. I'm a beginner. I'm a freshman of cricket, but my friend introduced me, a cricket highlight video. I said, "Wow, it's so interesting." Yeah,
Yeah.
our team is also working on it.
That's nice to hear. I think Mr. Madhusudan Kanan, I think Wayne just answered your comment out here, and you can hear it from him that probably it leveraged onto other sports also very soon. So thanks for asking this.
Thanks.
Right, moving on now, Wayne. I think so. How do you see this rise of fan tokens, and how do you see the future of fandom?
Mhm. Well, yeah, I was think this is a very visualized a question, but I think I'm a believer of cryptocurrency. Now I'm a believer of cryptocurrency. I'm a solid soccer fan, a Manchester United fan, Archie, similar to you. But I think from the fan token perspective, crypto definitely will drive. I think it will drive the new wave of innovation and growth in the sports world, including football, right? So I think also more adoptions and token utilities are coming up the world for sports. So we want to be one of the foreigners in this space. And when football starts, engaging fans are was limited by the physical capacities of the football pitch and stadium seats and their TVs, right? The TV set. But I think right now, so we have seen top tier players even accept a signing bonus in fan tokens, just like I mentioned, the Messi in PSG's cases.
Yeah.
So then with media, I would say it was accessible via TVs from the comfort of homes. So related to this, we are talking to a very interesting project or concept, proof of concept recently. Think about it. When you're watching TV live broadcasting of IPL, and it at the very last moment, a critical moment, and right on the top right corner of the TV set, a countdown showed up and said, "This is the very last moment, which will be minted into NFT, real time, and people need to have the IPO token to purchase it." Isn't it very interesting? So this is something very interesting. Just very
Whoa.
some interesting, right? So,
You just
so
got me thinking, Wayne. I think probably
yeah,
you've given the best example. I think probably people and people in India, I think if you're listening, I think this is probably the best ever example given by Wayne. I've never heard of such example. It just
yeah.
brought things so clearly to me.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this is a very straightforward example, and we have a lot of other examples as well. The entire team is brainstorming all the times to see the possibility of use cases because we believe that real use cases will support the long-term sustainability of this fan token project. Now, it's not only about buying and selling on the secondary market; it's all about how fans will use it,
Yeah. I can
right?
only imagine a situation if there's a kind of a final match between Germany or Italy and their penalty shootouts. and cut to the same example which you gave for cricket.
Yes, that's right.
That'll
And
be
the people
crazy.
use Fan Token to pay for it. And what are you going to do? They just open up and then they just scan a
Yeah.
QR code and pay with Binance with Fan Token. That's all.
Wow.
It's all done. Yeah.
You've
And
just said what's going to happen in the future right up here in this live stream, I must say. I think it's brilliant. It's
yeah.
absolutely brilliant.
Hey, you know
Wow.
what?
Yeah.
Archie, it's already started. I mean, guys, open up your Binance app. We all know there's Binance Pay there, right? So now you can book hotels with Binance Pay with your USDT balance already. What we will do next for some online e-commerce scenarios, we'll put Fan Token as also a crypto, checkout option. And at the beginning, we'll provide some, promotions. We'll provide some rebate or discount on it, incentivize people to use more Fan tokens to pay. We can use it. Just download the Binance app.
And I think people are hearing you. So, people, you heard Wayne right. Just download
yeah,
this app.
yeah.
And
Download the WazirX, Binance, whatever it is. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, we're all
that's
in one ecosystem.
well, certainly.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for explaining this. I move on to my next question, Wayne, which is like,
sure.
how does Binance Fan Token, look to innovate and elevate fan engagement further in this year? Because we know the last year has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, what more is the whole team is doing right now for this year?
Mhm.
Please go
I
ahead.
would say, yeah, I would say in this way. So we all know there is a lot of like pioneers in the industries that who has already issued some fan tokens, right? We have full respect with them. But I think during the last few years, it's just the boom. It's just, I would say, the baby sistering stage of the fan token industry. But I need to be humble, but I need to say that when Binance is jumping into these industries, when other players in the crypto world is entering into the industry, we have just entering into a fast growing track. We're just growing a fast growing track. And I would say 2022 will be the year. If we say 2021 will be the year of fan token, then 2022 will be the year of sports. It's not only about fan token, but it's also about, the expansion of fan tokens in terms of NFTs, in terms of branding, sponsorships, etc. And I think it is also a very good year for the technology to improvement to test the real use cases of fan tokens. For example, just like I mentioned, payment scenarios, gaming scenarios, all this part of the things will be into real development. And this is something not only about concept, it's also about the entire integration. It's real integration. And I think 2022 will be the booming years. If 21 will be the starting years, 2022 will be the boomings, will be the thriving years of fan token. That's it. And a lot of things, exciting things are awaiting us. I know it, but I cannot say it now. But yeah, it's just there.
Well, you've said it all, and I think you've explained it so well in this live stream that people kind of going gaga over it. There are a lot
Yeah.
of big fan of fan tokens out here, and so
Mm,
I think thanks for explaining, and I think
great.
hope that we both cheer for Manchester United. It's still ranking number 5 on the EPL table, and I hope they catch up soon. So, so yeah, thank you for
That's all I
joining.
pity in the last 1 week.
Yeah,
The few games.
true.
Yesterday is a draw, right?
Yeah,
Last week was a
true
lose.
that. True that.
Bad,
So
too bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
but thanks for coming on this live stream and explaining in such a simple manner. I think probably it's an eye opener for me and all the people who are a fan of fan tokens. So thank you so much, Wayne, for coming out here.
It's
And
my
just
pleasure.
while I go, I think I
Yeah.
must tell people again that WazirX was giving away $4 worth of Binance gift card to 120 lucky winners. I have already pinned this post in the comments, and you guys can go in and fill in there.
Yeah.
Until then, I think probably it's been a pleasure hosting you, Wayne.
It's my pleasure as well. Thank you so much. Thank you
Right.
so much, guys. And thank you so much, Archit.